Just trashing your father.
Well, I wish you wouldn't, because aside from the fact that he has the same frailties as all human beings, he's the only father I have. Therefore, he is my model of manhood, and my estimation of him will govern the prospects of my adult relationships. So I hope you bear in mind that any knock at him is a knock at me, and I am far too young to defend myself against such onslaughts.
Go watch your cartoon show, dear.
I don't care what anybody says, but a lot of women in this generation, and the ones who fit this narrative, will literally tell men to be gender fluid, express yourself, wear nail polish, all this stuff. You'll make men and create men that you don't like and would never be with. And then when the men are more sassier than ever in this generation, you get upset at them painting their nails or doing certain things. And a lot of women will say, make men again. But it's like, weren't you just encouraging men to cry all the time? Weren't you encouraging men to be vulnerable and do all this stuff? You create men you would never date, and I don't get that. But then have the nerve to complain about the way men are.
Some people are really fucking stupid.
Then a lot of single moms, I've seen the way y'all raise your kids. It's not every single mom, because some of y'all are different. But I've seen single moms raise their kids, especially their sons, into little girls. And then you get mad at the way they act in this world, or they're too emotional. Am I wrong, y'all? Like, the only reason why I'm saying that is because right now there's a guy getting crucified on social media for being sassy.
We don't give a fuck! Jesus! We don't give a fuck!
A woman's father is supposed to teach her how to receive provision, how to receive problem solving, how to receive protection, how to receive procreation, how to respond to male leadership and authority, how she should conduct herself when faced with a man's system, order, and structure, how to recognize good leadership, system, order, and structure, a proper 4 Ps. This is what fathers teach daughters in regard to their femininity, because all of that goes into the femininity pot. So when she understands from her mother how that looks, the action of submissiveness, the action of the support, the action of the nurturing, the action of the femininity, and then from her father she learns why her mother is behaving that way with him.
See, now that's what I'm talking about, Shabambu.
Suck it.
Yeah, niggas trying to hide the good shit.
Hey, baby, you wanna dance?
Yes, I do, but not with you. Hooray! 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 Hooray!
If it's one of those situations where I told you I didn't want it.
Yes.
Why do I have to be a part of this when I said I didn't want it? And I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying that deadbeat should have any type of, like, you know, grace at all. But what I am saying is, at what point does the woman take accountability and say, I signed up for this? I signed up for this. When he told me he didn't want it, I knew that it doesn't happen. But I know it doesn't happen, but it should, because when he said he didn't want it, I knew that it was going to be hard. I can't complain about it being hard.
Look, respectfully, I'm trying to take my opinion out of it. You just can't say, I don't want a child, then do the things that produce a child, and then be like, oh, that absolves me from responsibility and accountability. No, you can't do it.
How many kids you have?
I got 33 daughters and 13 boys.
Damn.
22 baby mamas.
How many
2 ex-wives. 12 grandkids. Only out of 3 daughters. So imagine when the other ones get to popping off. And a lot of times y'all don't know the situation what I was going through on child support, bitch.
These men are not on y'all unprotected because they want a baby with y'all or a family. They doing it because it feel good. Unprotected sex feels good. We don't have this conversation
it feels
enough.
Fucking amazing. And
I feel like if you
that condom is in the car, baby. My hard now.
Yes.
My is hard now.
But it's like every young girl I see that's pregnant in situations where the dude don't want to with her. Her verbiage is that, well, he knew what he was doing when he was me raw.
That's why I always teach men to talk to a woman first, right? Believe it or not, most women that you meet on the first night or that week If you take your time, I guarantee you 90% of the time, you won't want to a month later. Once you find out everything about her, everything. As I've gotten older, there's certain things that are important. It may seem petty. The kind of car you drive is important to me.
Really?
The kind of car you drive to me is important. And let me explain to what I mean. It could be a Toyota Camry. It could be a Geostorm. But when I look in that car, you better not have 2,000 pair of shoes in the back seat. You better not have towels. You better not have magazines in the back seat. You better not have no McDonald's
big old
candy
CD
paper.
wallet.
You better not have no papers. I better not see no Fritos on the ground, on your carpet. Because that right there tells me you're not responsible, you're dirty, and you don't care what people think of you.
See,
What did I tell you about disrespecting my Nubian princess? Peace out. With disrespect,
I just wanted to make this compilation real quick about single mothers in 2023. It's cold, to see more and more women choosing to be single mothers and stuff like this. Especially when dudes be, having discussions with them about if they want to actually pursue with having a kid and stuff like that, or what methods they took to have the kid. And some women say they on birth control or whatnot, and say the birth control didn't work or whatever the case might be. They still have the decision to have the kid at the end of the day. It's my body, my choice type stuff. And we usually talk about the maturity levels and stuff like that with women having kids so early and without being mature, but these days it's like the women just taking a chance, whether or not they're mature enough, whether or not they're ready. And if y'all messing around unprotected, you already know what could be the result. So, as y'all make these decisions, people gotta understand that it comes with consequences. So when they out there being mad at men not taking care of the kid or not trying to deal with it, if they did bring up the point that they didn't want to deal with the kid in the first place, especially if they would have tried to say they on birth control and stuff like that. People always, females always lying about that type of stuff, or, a dude think he pulled out or this or that. And, it'd be all kind of situations, it's crazy. Even the fraternity and stuff like that, when people actually get the test done with the kids that might not be theirs, most of the time it's not theirs and stuff like that. Is because women are promiscuous and they're, like I said, my body, my choice. Then it ends up not even being the man's kid, or it ends up being a single mother choosing to just take the kid from the father, or going to raise the kid in a different relationship or whatever the case might be. But it is what it is. Women are making their own decisions nowadays on who they want to have kids with and where they want to take the baby, and who they're blaming to be the father or claiming to be the father. It's a cold game. You just got to watch your neck, watch your wallet, watch who you dealing with, and watch your seed. It's a cold game. So signs of acceptance, and we ain't having it. Like, comment, subscribe.